Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the White Sox is Richard Dotson, whose record is 1-2 with a 5.01 ERA. And pitching today for the Tigers is Jack Morris, whose record is 1-1 with a 5.92 ERA. And so we took 2 out of 3 from the White Sox. We're doing a little home and home here, hockey style. We have an away series and then a 4-game series here at home against the White Sox with that day off in the middle. And we won the last game. We were up 5-1, and Dan Petrie was cruising along. And then the wheels just came off. And Bob Lacey, who we got in the trade with Oakland, with Ricky Henderson, he pitched in relief of Petrie, and he could not get a batter out. So that was consecutive appearances for Lacey without getting one batter out. And so, we cut him right after the game. He's gone. And we brought up Keith Comstock, who pitched really well for us after coming over in a trade from Minnesota last year. So we called him up. He's going to take that spot, and we'll see how it plays out. But we did end up winning that game in the 10th inning, 9-8. It was a real slugfest. Took about 40 minutes. It was a really long game, but it was a lot of fun. Definitely one of the more entertaining games of the year. And so our record is back to 10-10. And we'll take a look here as Jack Morris, as I mentioned in the start of the game there, that he's on the mound today. We skipped Jerry Uger because we've had 3 days off in the last 2 weeks. And so we're going to skip Jerry Uger. We're going to use him in relief if necessary, although all the rest of the bullpen is available. You see Keith Comstock right there. And the lineup is against Richard Dotson, who's a righty. I'm sitting Lance Parrish. He's batting below 200 against righties, so we'll give him a break. Also, he's just getting crushed in stolen bases. His caught stealing percentage is 19%. So we're going to put Marty Castillo back there. This is his 3rd game in a row that he's playing, and each game he's played a different position. He started at first, and then he started at third in the last game, and today he's going to be playing catcher. So everybody else is the everyday regular. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the season stats, and we'll do the lineup rundown for the White Sox here. Jeremy did do the 2 baseball cards that we were missing, one for Juan Augusto and one for Junior Moore. I don't know if we'll see those today or not, but those are created for this series, so thanks to Jeremy. And leading off the game and playing third base for the White Sox is Joe Gates. Batting second and at first base is Mike Squires. Batting third and in center field is Chet Lemon. Batting cleanup and catching is Marv Foley. Batting fifth and in left field is Ron Pruitt. Batting sixth and in right field is Rusty Coots. Batting seventh and DHing is Henry Cruz. Batting eighth and at shortstop is Manny Trio. And batting ninth, playing second base, is Mark Gilbert. And here's Jack Morris. God, he's been terrible in his last 2 starts. His ERA is almost a 6. He's got a 1-1 record. More walks than strikeouts. I don't know what that's about. But opponents are betting $278 against him. So he needs a good start to turn it around. And we'll see if he's got it in him today. Here's the defensive lineup for the Tigers, taking a look at that. And we're going to go ahead and get started with Joe Gates leading off. 2 for 8 against Morris in his career. He's going to dump it into left center field. That's tracked down by Kemp, who had the day off, the 3rd game of the series, the last series, that is. And so Jack Morris strikes out Squires, so 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Chet Lemon. And Morris strikes out Lemon. Kind of an outside pitch, but outside the strike zone, but we'll take it. And a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Here is the lineup for the Tigers, and then we'll talk a little bit about Richard Dotson, some interesting things about him. Ricky Henderson batting leadoff, playing center field. Batting second is Alan Trammell at short. Batting third is Kirk Gibson, DHing today. Batting cleanup and in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting fifth and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting sixth and at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting seventh and doing the catching today is going to be Marty Castillo. Batting eighth and at third base is Wayne Gross. And batting ninth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Richard Dotson, first round draft pick, 7th overall in 1977 for the California Angels. He was traded to the White Sox for Brian Downing, Dave Frost, and Chris Knapp. In the trade, Bobby Bonds and Thad Bosley came with Dotson in that trade. Dotson, he finished 7th in Rookie of the Year voting in 1980. And he finished 4th in Cy Young voting in 1983. In 1984, he was an All-Star. In his second appearance as a September call-up in 1979, he pitched a shutout. And he was the youngest player in White Sox history to be a 20-game winner. He went 22-7 in 1983 with a 3.23 ERA, finishing only second to Lamar Hoyt in wins. In 1984, he started off the season 11-4. He was an All-Star, pitched 2 innings in the All-Star game, and then he went 3-11 the rest of the way. And that was probably because he had circulatory issues in his shoulder and missed most of the season in 1985. In 86, he pitched, he had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning against the Yankees before that was broken up. And then after 86, he bounced around and was mostly ineffective, retiring in 1990. One of the more interesting things about Richard Dotson is he grew up not knowing who his father was. And through genetic testing and a genealogy site, he found out that his father was baseball player Turk Farrell. And Turk Farrell, he passed away when he was 43 years old in an auto accident in England, not New England, Old England. And so Richard Dotson never got to know his father. So kind of a sad story there, but also an interesting way of finding out who his father was. And so let's go ahead and get this started. We have Ricky Henderson leading off. He's 1 for 7 with a home run against Dotson. He's got himself a base hit. And you know what that means. It's time for a stolen base. So he's 50% as a Tiger. He's 1 for 2 in stolen bases. And now he's 1 for 3 as Henderson. Who is this guy? He should be, stealing a base every single time. So Trammell's going to follow that up with a stolen base, a base hit to left. And you can see here that the shortstop today for the Sox is Manny Trio, who's normally a second baseman, but he moved over for Mark Gilbert. So this is going to be the 3rd hit in a row as Gibson gets an infield hit. So it's 1st and 2nd, 1 down. We should have the bases loaded right now. It's going to leave it up to Kemp, who I mentioned had the last game off. And there you go, 4 hits in a row. Trammell, ooh, do we want to send him? Yeah, let's do it. It's early. Trammell is safe. So an RBI single for Kemp. It's 1-0 Detroit. 4 consecutive hits to lead off the game. And batters at 1st and 2nd for Hancock. Oh, Hancock strikes out. He is struggling right now. That's going to leave it up to JT, who almost hit for the cycle in yesterday's game. He fell a triple shy, and he hits a ground ball to short, and that's going to do it. So we go to the top of the second, 1-0 Detroit. A couple missed opportunities in there. And Marv Foley will lead off the top of the second with a ground ball to third. There's one down. Next up is Ron Pruitt. Pruitt hits a sky-high pop-up to Trammell at short. There's the second out. That's going to leave it up to Rusty Kuntz, who strikes out looking at 3 Ks for Morris. And he's looking like his old self today. So to the bottom of the second, Marty Castillo leading off. That fly ball to center is going to make him 2 for 9 on the season. Wayne Gross, with 1 down, hits a fly ball to center field, 383 feet, but not deep enough. So with 2 down, Sweet Lou steps in. Another player really struggling for Detroit. His average is going to dip down to 215 after that fly out to center. So 3 flyouts to center field. We go to the top of the third, as Henry Cruz leads off with the first hit for the Sox, and he's got himself a triple. So, we're going to pull in third base, but we're going to leave everybody else back. Morris gets Trio to hit a ground ball to Thompson. That run scores, and an RBI given to Trio. It's all tied at 1. With 1 out and Mark Gilbert at the plate. He hits the ground ball to short, 2 down. And here is Joe Gates back to the top of the lineup. Base hit up the middle. And Joe Gates definitely has a lot of speed. How many stolen bases did he have last year? 63. Oh, I'm sorry, 46. He had 46. So we got to keep an eye on him. Let's see how Castillo does behind the plate. Squires hits a ground ball right back to Morris, and that's going to end the inning. So the Sox get on the board, tied up at 1. And we go to the bottom half of the third. Ricky Henderson started the game off with the base hit and then was caught stealing. And we're going to do it again as he is 2 for 2 on the day. Henderson's going, and he's got himself a stolen base. So he's 2 for 4 in a Tiger uniform. And he's in scoring position now for Trammell. We're going to try to push it to the right side. Push it real good. Nope. Strikes out. So 1 down. Next up is Gibby. And Gibby knows what to do with that. He gets a base hit to right. Henderson scores easily. RBI single for Gibby. 2 for 2 on the day for him. It's 2-1 Detroit. Here's Steve Kemp. Kemp shoots it to third, and they go around the horn for the double play. And that'll end the inning. We take the lead back. It's 2-1. Top of the fourth. Here's Chet Lemon. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Lemon hits a ground ball to Trammell. There's 1 down. Marv Foley steps in. He's 4 for 8 with a home run against Morris, and Morris walks him. So it's only the first walk for Morris as he strikes out Pruitt. 4 Ks for Jack. So 2 down. Foley on first for Rusty Kuntz. Kuntz hits a ground ball to Gross. And that'll do it. To the bottom of the fourth, Gary Hancock leading off. Oh my goodness, two Ks for Hancock today. And we send up Justin Thompson, who walks. So runner at first. Here's Marty Castillo. This is a double play waiting to happen. Oh, there's another walk by Dotson. So Dotson's at 63 pitches. Runners on first and second for Wayne Gross. And Gross is going to pop it up at the plate. And it's caught by Foley in foul ground. So 2 down. Here's a chance for Whitaker. Try to get off the Schneid. He hits a ground ball to first. And that'll do it. So missed opportunities. We go to the top of the fifth. Still 2-1 Detroit. Morris strikes out Cruz. It's 5 Ks. Next up is Manny Trio. Trio sends it back up the middle for a base hit. It's only the 3rd hit for the White Sox. Runner on first. Mark Gilbert flies out to center field. Henderson makes the play. So 2 down. Here's Joe Gates. And Gates strikes out. 6 Ks for Morris. Looks like a different pitcher today. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Once again, Ricky Henderson leading off an inning. Oh, he's going to take a 3rd strike looking. 1 down for Trammell. Trammell, long ball, left field. Dotson put it right in his love zone. That is the 3rd home run of the year for Trammell, who hit 20 home runs last year. So he does have some pop. I think it was much later in Trammell's career that he managed to get over 20. And Gibson, I believe he's 3 for 3 on the day. 8 hits against Dotson so far. So we got Gibby on first, and Gibby's got some speed. So we're going to try to steal second with Kirk. Oh, that was a perfect pitch to get thrown out on, as that's going to be the 2nd out as Foley guns down Gibby. And then Dotson walks Steve Kemp. So it's 2 down with Kemp on first, and a wild pitch moves Kemp up to second. Let's see if Hancock could drive in a run. Another walk. Hancock takes first, and it's 4 walks and 4 Ks for Dotson. First and second for JT. And JT's going to bloop it. Is it going to fall in? It does fall in for a hit. Kemp scores. Little duck snort, and it's 4-1. Runners on first and third for Castillo. Castillo base hit back up the middle. How long are they going to keep Dotson in there? There we go. RBI single for Castillo. They're going to pull Dotson out. Bring in Ed Farmer. He pitched in yesterday's game, or I guess the last game we played. And we torched him for 3 runs on 4 hits. So let's see if we can run that ERA up. Another wild pitch. It's the 2nd wild pitch this inning. And now both runners are in scoring position for Gross, who takes a 3rd strike looking. Go to the top of the 6th. And it's 5-1. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Maybe we have to give player of the game so far to Gibby, who's 3 for 3, and an RBI, but also Morris deserves some consideration. Squires leads off the 6th with a base hit. So runner on first for Lemon. He's 0 for 6 against Jack. And we're going to make it 0 for 7 as he pops out to Whitaker. 1 down, runner on first for Foley, and Foley sends it to right. Hancock makes the play. That is 2 down. That'll leave it up to Ron Pruitt. Oh, on a 3-1 count on a pitch that was clearly outside. He hits a long fly ball to right center field, and that will do it. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Sweet Lou leading off. He's 1 for 1 with the home run against Farmer. And he hits a ground ball to first, so that's 1 down. Next up is Ricky. Ricky strikes out for the 2nd time. With 2 down, here's Trammell, base hit to right. He's 3 for 4 with a home run. So we might have to push Trammell in front of Gibby. Let's see if Gibby can take it back. Oh, he does, with a base hit to left. He's 4 for 4. That's kind of hard to beat. Runner on first and third now for Steve Kemp, our cleanup hitter. who only had 6 RBIs coming in today's game. I guess to make it 7 with the RBI from earlier in the game. And he grounds out to second. We go to the 7th. Morris had 84 pitches. He can go about 120. So if things stay as they are, he could easily get a complete game today. Kuntz flies out to right. It's 1 down. Here's Henry Cruz. Cruz hits a lazy fly ball to right center. Hancock makes the play. 2 down. Manny Castillo hits a ground ball to Whitaker. That's going to end the top of the 7th. They're going to bring in Mike Prawley. We've seen him a lot. As you can see right here, yeah, he pitched the last 2 games and today. But they had the day off as well. So here's Gary Hancock leading off the inning against Prawley. Base hit. He's 3 for 6 against Prawley. Runner on first. Here's JT. JT's got a home run against Prawley. He pulls it to right. And the catch is made by Rusty Kuntz. Marty Castillo in his short career is 2 for 2 against Prawley. And a wild pitch, 3rd of the game for the Sox, and a move Hancock into scoring position. And then they walk Castillo. So 1st and 2nd for Wayne Gross. Only 1 out. Oh, he hits it right back to Prawley. Oh, they only get the runner at 2nd. So 1st and 3rd, as a runner was forced at second base. Number 9 hitter, Sweet Lou, hits it right back to Prawley. And that'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 8th. We're going to do a defensive change. We're going to take out Gross and bring in Tommy Boy. And we're going to take out Hancock, and we're going to bring in Omar Marino. Okay. So, top of the 8th. Morris looking good. Ground ball by Gilbert to Trammell. There's 1 down. Next up is Joe Gates. Oh boy, there's a walk. So he's at 99 pitches with a runner on first. And a base hit by Squires. 1st and 3rd now. Sticky spot for Morris as he walks. The base is loaded. And here's Marv Foley. Morris up to 107. I believe we can get a double play. Or he could walk. Okay, so this is on the verge of falling apart as the go-ahead run is at the plate. Going to guard the lines. And Pruitt's going to hit a fly ball to center field. Squires tags up. And it's 5-3. 2 down. Rusty Kuntz. And Kuntz rips it to left. Oh, no. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be it. That is going to be it for Morris, as that double scores another run. And we're going to bring in our closer, Cappy, to get Henry Cruz. And, sorry, we're going to switch it over here. This is his 10th game. He's got 2 wins and a save. He leads the team in wins. He's reliable. That's why we're bringing him in here. And let's see if he can't mow down Cruz. We're going to play straight away. And Cruz pops it up on the infield. That should get us out of it. Yep, there we go. So Thompson makes the play. That couldn't have went much worse than it did. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-4 now. The heat is on a little bit. As Henderson walks. So we're going to play it a little differently this time. We're going to hit and run with Trammell. It's a good combination to do that. So a ground ball to second. The only play was to first with Henderson running. And here's Gibby, who's 4 for 4 with a ribby today. 0 for 2 against Prawley in his career, though. And base hit! He is 5 for 5. Another run scores. It is 6-4. Gibby 5 for 5 with 2 RBIs. They're going to bring in Mark Esser. Saw him in the last game. He's their closer, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think he is. And he had 22 saves last season, as you can see the stats for yourself there. So Gibby on first. And I think we need to try to steal now. Try to get one more run. Steal on a lefty, though. Oh, no! And Gibson's gunned down. We are not good at picking our moments. And Kemp strikes out. Okay, so we do have some lefties coming up. We're going to leave Cappy in there to close out the game. He's going to have to get past Manny Trio first, and he does. He strikes him out. We're going to turn Gilbert around. The switch hitter is going to bat right-handed. And he hits a fly ball to center field. Henderson makes the play. So 2 down for Joe Gates. Gates is only hitting .200 versus lefties. And he strikes out swinging. Great job by Capizzello. Striking out 2 of the 3 batters in the 9th. And we get ourselves a victory, 6-4. Oh, look at this. Twins are looking for a deal for Replogle. But I'm not willing to take on those salaries. And since Replogle's making the major league minimum, and he's under contract for another year, we're just going to say no. Let's take a look at the standings. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying this content. We're not really gaining any ground. We're 4 games back, sitting in 6th place by ourselves. And let's take a look at the transactions. Anything else happen of interest? Nothing new to mention. Pull up the box score. We will get out of here. Morris got himself the 2nd win. Player of the game is definitely going to be Kirk Gibson, hands down. And you can't beat 5 for 5 with 2 stolen bases. Gibby was thrown out on the base pass twice. So was Henderson. So we were 1 for 4 on stolen bases. And maybe that's just not our thing. As Morris goes to 2-1, Cappy gets his 2nd save. Dotson takes the loss. He's 1-3 on the year. So that'll do it. We'll come back tomorrow with game 2 of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.